We're live.
Hello, hello.
I switched StreamYard up a little bit, so I gotta move stuff, load stuff up to here, and stuff like that. That's like kind of one of the things that I have to do. But
Gotcha.
got a few
So,
people in here.
Sounds like you got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, a lot of people are probably going to be watching the football game, but we'll still get through her because it is. Well, the Eagles just pretty much won it 31-7, and then we got the Kansas City game, which I think it starts at 6:30.
yeah, that's what I saw. 6:30.
But hello, everybody. As you can see tonight, I got my boy TN Aqua back. I gotta say, better looking than Jason. I like Jason too. He's all right. And then our special guest tonight is Big Shrimpin.
Hello, hello, hello.
Damn it, Bobby and Steve. Oh, Dee Dee. Oh my. Well,
Unfortunately, I don't know how to see chat. I don't think I can see chat.
You can. You're on your phone, right?
Yeah.
So what you can do is you'll still be able to see us a little bit in the background, but you're going to see a button that says comments on your phone. Okay? On the screen. You just push on the comments and it'll bring them all up as they come in for you.
I see one that says chat, or then I see more chat.
Sorry, I'm on my computer, so it's a little different.
Now I got comments. Oh, okay, there we go. So I see Eric Wybrock, Jenny Lynn, Dennis Christensen, Scotty. What's up, Scotty?
Yeah, I'm a little behind because I literally got in the door 5 minutes before. Really couldn't get a lot of stuff set up, so a little behind. But
So what was the call about?
just somebody with back pain. But on the participants list, we got AAA Amateur Aquatic Addiction, Bunny Viper, Chris Aquazone, Dennis Christensen, Dee Dee's Finden, Eric Wyrock, Klitsch Aquatics, Jenny Lynn, Jerome, John McKenzie, Linda Worth, Paul Sotero, Scotty the Fish Freak, Sky Dancer, and TJ. Autocross.
What's up, TJ?
I was jealous, man. Yesterday they got to go to a fish store. I was going to go meet up with them, but I couldn't get the day off, and plus it's kind of like a 4-hour drive for me.
Who? Which store?
It was called Aquarium Roots. It's a northern part of Jersey, I believe.
Aquarium Roots?
Yeah, they sell a lot of aquascape stuff.
Oh yeah, Scotty was talking about that, wasn't he?
I brought it up whenever we had this stream because I was
that's right.
looking for the donations for the Keystone Clash for the aquascape. On the 25th, there's a swap at that fish place, that pet place, which is the ACLC swap. So I'm going to talk to them. Hopefully they can hook us up. If Scotty gets, I think they're going to try to have one of their meetings there. Maybe he could talk to him for me.
They usually have a really good selection of aquascape and stuff.
Yeah, they do. They got a crazy amount of rocks.
Yeah, they're definitely good for the rocks. They usually have some really nice spider wood too, but they do have a lot of rocks.
Mm-hmm. Actually, Scotty was talking about cuboid yesterday.
Okay.
He went to that fish store and got a CO2 canister.
That's right.
Oh, nice.
And what's nice about that store that he had went to, they swapped the tanks. So he can go
They
back.
fill the tanks.
No, they swap them. So they got a company that they get their CO2 tanks off of, kind of like how you get your propane.
Yeah.
Okay, like at a gas station, you take one in, you get another one.
Mm-hmm.
Then they send it off to that company. They check the tanks to make sure there's no leaks, and then they refill them. And when you put your order in, they're ready to go. What's nice about that is if you go to a weld shop and you do swap on other tanks, you're going to get some beat up looking stuff. They're not going to look too pretty.
Yeah.
That was going to be my next question. About like the tanks that you swap with. Are they nice looking?
Yeah, the one he had was pretty nice looking. He showed it on his stream yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
that's even better then. Because I'm sure that that you have a nice Planet tank that you don't want no look, like paint chipping with a rusty look, set beside of it. So
yeah, it's true. That's awesome, TJ Autocross. Thank you for sponsoring the hospitality room for us. That is great.
Yeah, that's very generous. Very generous of you.
Wow. More than one person, I believe, can. So if somebody else wants to do it,
How much are those sponsorships?
I think it's $100.
Gotcha.
Which ain't bad. I mean, it helps. It helps with the snacks and stuff we're gonna have there in their good hangout spot. Some adult beverages, some sodas, and stuff like that. It'll help support that.
And plus, too, I mean, at that price, when it's done, that tank, that if you want it, then you can take it home. Is that right?
That's a different one.
Oh,
so
okay.
There's a lot of sponsorships that you can do for this, right? You just go to the website, you go under sponsors, and it'll show you everything that you can sponsor. And you got speakers, you got awards, you got fish show entries. You have the hospitality room, you have the YouTube booth, and you can actually also sponsor the aquascape.
Okay.
Because in case we have to buy stuff, it'll definitely help.
Mm-hmm.
If you got to get some, last minute stuff or whatever, you have the funds to get it done.
Right.
How does it work for the? Because I am interested in doing the scaping contest. Like, if you sign up for it, what is like everybody get like a pile of the same stuff, or like everybody brings their own stuff?
So what's going to happen? We're still working on the rules, but the basic rules of it is. I forgot to mention this at our meeting, but I would like for you guys to be able to bring your own aquascape tools, like your tweezers and stuff like that. There's other stuff we'll have our supply, but if you have your own set of aquascaping tools, there should be no reason why you couldn't bring your own. So what will happen is we'll have the substrate. It's going to be pool filter sand. There's going to be rocks, hardscape, and the wood. So that's what one of the things that I'm working on right now is trying to get hardscape material donated, so we don't have to, fork all the money out
because it gets expensive. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't remember, Scotty, but that's something I wanted to make sure. We'll look into that. I think I have the rules somewhere. But so then if you want, once the tank's filled up, if you want to put fish in there, you're allowed to do that. You can bring fish to put in there. So the light, the filter and heater, and the tank, all that stuff is going to be there for you to use. Hello, Lefty. So what's nice is all that stuff's supplied. It's going to cost you $75 to enter. Okay. Now, one of the things that we changed up this year is, whoops, pick that up later. Is you get to take that tank and everything that's in that tank is yours. That's the tank, the substrate, the rocks, the wood. Obviously, the fish will be yours. The plants that's going to be donated, whatever you put in that tank, and you get the filter and the heater and the light. Now, if for some reason you fly in, you can't
Yeah.
take the tank home. You could sell it to somebody that's there, or you could be pretty nice, donate it to the Keystone Clash under dry goods. The fish, you're going to have to get rid of those. You can put them in the auction if you wanted to. And then we can put it in the auction for somebody to buy it in the auction.
Okay.
I don't remember. Was there any tanks? Was there any of the tanks in the auction last year?
We did a raffle for them last year,
Okay.
which helped raise money toward the aquascape stuff and just toward the Keystone Clash.
Didn't Fishimon get one of them? He won
Yes.
something, didn't he?
Yes, he did. I think he won Jason's tank.
Yeah, and I think Jason said that he gave it back to him, didn't he?
I believe so. I can't remember.
Hmm.
Also, yes, we did have one in the auction, and I believe it was Jen Williams that she did. Because we were supposed to have 12 entries last year, and that's what it's going to be this year, too. It's going to be 12 entries.
They're going to go quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're not ready to put that up yet. It's still January. We got quite a few more months to do, before we need to really think about getting that moving. I wanted to get a lot of stuff lined up for donation. So that way we could put it on a letter and everything and put it on the website. Yes, Ed did win that bid. He did. You're right.
When is it? It's like September or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
So September 22nd, 3rd, 23rd, and 24th, I believe.
Yeah, I got to look at my calendar. I do not have that at the top of my head right now.
Okay.
22nd, 23rd, and 24th, yes. Yes, the classes are going quick. They're $50 to sponsor a class this year for, the fish.
So what do you get for that $50? What does that entail?
So what it is if you want to sponsor a fish class that's available, which really ain't that many. Stephen P said the last time he checked, there was only 35% of the classes left to be sponsored. So one of the things is your name's going to be on there that you sponsored that class. It's going to show that you sponsored it. If you're a YouTuber, you can put your channel name on there if you want. It's kind of a way to advertise yourself. Companies do it. Some of the clubs do it. Stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I did it last year, and I had my channel name on there. Whenever we give out the awards, we announce who sponsored the class, and then they get recognition for it. And they also, and then, of course, you say who the winner is of that class.
I ought to talk to my company now, see if they'd be interested in sponsoring anything. I mean, it's a cheap way to get your company's name out there anyway.
We could talk afterwards on that.
Okay.
We got a few more people showed up. We got Patty the Petite Tanks. Old Danikin's here. Monster Fish
What's
Gal.
up, Kenny?
I don't think we said hello to Eduardo. Stephen P came in. Eric Y. And if I miss you, I apologize. Carol Cox is here also. So
Hi guys.
I know one of the fish that you're keeping.
Yeah.
We were talking about that. I was talking about that to somebody, and I couldn't. I knew it was a puffer. I just couldn't remember. I knew it was Congo, right?
Yeah.
I think there's
Friday night. Yeah.
two different ones. Yeah, two different ones of them. But it's a Congo spotted puffer.
Yeah.
What other fish do you like to keep?
Pretty much any kind of small fish, honestly. Like the tank I'm looking at right now, I got redfin rainbows, two different kind of pseudomogills. There's Pandagara. Christ, there's even some pistogrammas in there. How do I get back so I can show, so I can see what I'm looking at? There we go. Let me go over and do a little tour.
You can swap your camera around if you know how to do that.
Cameras.
Settings, camera.
Cam. No.
Go to more.
More.
Yeah. Hit
Settings, camera.
Yeah.
And I want to go facing front. No.
It's back.
Facing back.
There you
There
go.
it is.
There we go. So this is like kind of the main centerpiece tank. There's some there's trout goodieads from Dan's.
Wow.
Some of the red fins. And the Gara.
That's a beautiful tank.
There's a female pistogramma cockatoides. Where's the male at? He's a pimp.
He's over to the left, hiding behind a plant.
Nope, there he is.
Wow. Look at
That's
him.
pretty. What's the name of that Episto?
It's called it's a cockatoides, but it's called the gold form, I think they called it.
Wow.
So it's kind of like got the albino like color scheme going on, but you still got the pretty orange fins and all. These guys are my favorite. These are those eels that I got from Dan. These guys are like the bee's knees.
Oh yeah, what was the name of those?
He called them dwarf red tail eel. I don't know how good it's showing up, but
Wow.
they're out constantly. There's 5 of them in here, and I can almost always at least see 3 or 4 of them. There's one in the back chilling. Like they're out constantly.
Are those full grown yet?
So he's saying 6 to 7 inches, and I'd say they're about 4 to 5 now.
Well, that ain't too bad then.
So yeah, I mean they're gonna get a little bit bigger, but not a lot. And then this guy here is kind of just a hodgepodge of like real nano fish. We got some white clouds and sparkling gouramis. And then down in the bottom, there's a bunch of pygmy cories and Hasborosis. I don't even see any. There's one right there.
That's cool.
A couple of them. And then this is one in my bedroom. This is kind of the other big tank. More of those goodieads.
They've been breeding for you.
No, they haven't. But I mean, as you can see in this tank, there's literally a bicher in here. So
Yeah, and that electric blue car is going to eat them also.
Yeah, so I mean, like, if there was any if there was, there's another down there. So they don't really have much of a shot in this tank. The other tank, the metallic live bears, they've been breeding, and the babies have been surviving. So maybe I'll get some out of there. I don't even know if you can see anything in here. These are the Punks that I got from Daniken.
There's one to the right coming
Yeah,
up.
you just kind of see them.
That's cool. Those are pretty ones.
It's so thick you can't even see in there. And there's a killifish.
And Stephen P says he wants some of those eels. He goes, as long as they won't take a bite out of his rainbows. Now, they're pretty calm, if I remember correctly, him saying that. And he don't have any more right now.
I will say I put some baby Madaka rice fish in there, and they gobbled them up. I mean, it's basically anything that'll fit in their mouth, they're going to eat. Here's that puffer.
How much bigger is that puffer going to get?
I mean, from what I've read, like 6 inches is like maxed out, but I mean, they said he's like 2 years old, so I don't see him getting much bigger. I'd say he's probably about 4 inches, 3.5, something like that, probably.
Oh wow!
For some reason, I thought those got big.
And that guy right there, and then there's another epistogramma.
That's a pretty one.
This tank I got so lucky on. I don't know what happened, but I came home and the male was just dead one day, and then like 3 days later, the female came out with a whole bunch of fry.
Oh wow!
So they survived and kind of kept the line going. It was like just dumb luck.
That's great. What's up, Dr. Anthony?
Hey Doc.
There's just another little planet tanker. I got some of those orange crayfish in here, but I don't see any right now. But yeah, that's my collection, and then I also got.
Oh man, Steven says that he wants one of those puffers. He goes, sounds more and more like I just need to rob your house. Oh, so you got some snakies.
Yeah, so I got this guy too. Actually, I'll just put him back. But
That's pretty cool.
a little bit of everything. Actually.
Scotty Aquati here. How you doing? Bunny Viper, if I didn't say hello.
Some geckos too. This is a gargoyle gecko.
Oh man, I love those things.
Wow.
Gargoyles are pretty cool looking.
They are, and for me, the coolest thing was they grow their tail back. Got a new one in this one, but I don't see it right now. The cresteds, once they lose their tail, it's gone forever. They don't grow it back.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So with the gargoyles, they do.
That's crazy. I figured they all did that.
No, when I got into, I just assumed all of them did the same. They all grew their tail back just like everything else, but no, not crested geckos. They do not.
Hey Scotty. Hey Jason.
So they turn into short and stubby.
Yeah, they call them frog butts. It's kind of funny looking when they don't grow it back. But yeah. Anyway, that's kind of why I got into gargoyles, just because I like them better with the tail. So
They look pretty cool too.
And they're cool. Like you can actually handle them. They're not so fast that you can't like pick them up and show them to people and stuff.
Well, that's nice.
Some geckos are just, you take them out of the tank, you're never going to get them back in.
We got another Steve in the house. What's up, Fish Rumor? Fishimon just keeps on saying about the Eagles. They won. They did.
So is it final now? It's over?
Yeah, it's done. They won. What do you have any project Fish that you would like to work on in the future?
Yeah, in that tank with the Congo spotted puffer, I have the black Schultz eye corridors, which they were kind of always bucket list, and then those Goodeids, I really would like to do something with them. I feel like they're special. Like they deserve to get spread around, and I'd like to definitely get a good colony of them going. Right now I'm in the process. I got so many tanks upstairs that I'm in the process of building something in the basement, and it's one of those deals where you start a project and you're like, okay, I got to do this, this, and this. And then you kind of forget about, well, wait a minute, to do that, I got to do this. And to do that, I got to do this. And now it's turned into, a multi-million-dollar project.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I got some free shelves, like free racks I can put up. And I already got the tanks and all I need is an air pump. And then I was like, well, wait a minute. No, you got to do this. You got to do that. You got to do this.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
It's just, so like that's the big project, is get the basement set up and squared away, but it's going to be a while.
Well, you do what I do and just take your time.
Yeah, my work has gotten so busy. I'm a plumber, and I've been in the field doing service, and I've been in the field my entire career, and now literally in the last 3 weeks, I just got promoted to manager. So now I'm managing the service department, and the reason early I got promoted was because our guy went to rehab. So like I kind of inherited a catastrophe. So
You'll get it figured out.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting better every week, and he's coming back. It's not like he's gone. So, it'll work itself out, but it's just this last couple of weeks has been crazy stressful.
Life happens sometimes, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, Eduardo wants to know why there's no shrimp tanks.
I can show you one right in front of me.
Oh, you have them. You're good. He figured because of your name, you didn't show one of them. He's like, what the hell? Damn it, Bobby.
Yeah, I will be the first one to say that I picked that name because it sounded cool, not because I'm big into shrimp.
And he hit a button. He'll be back.
Uh-oh.
He turned his camera around. He smacked the button.
It's easy to do.
Oh, yeah. So what's going on with you this week? Anything different in the old fishy room there?
No, it's pretty much the same. I mean, besides in this one, because where I had that Pleco tower or whatever thing going on.
Yeah.
I took it out and then just
changed. That was your fault, Eduardo. You made me do that.
So why'd you take that Pleco tower out of that tank?
Just a change, give them, I guess, somewhat of a new environment, and hopes to maybe trigger some spawning, maybe.
That'd be cool. That'd be great.
I missed it. What kind of Plecos was it?
L134s. leopard frogs.
I was gonna say that's leopard frog, right? Yeah, that's definitely on the list. They're definitely on the list. You know, I was looking the other day and I saw Atabapo plecos. I think it was L52, and they look to me real similar to leopard frog, but they're like $20. Like, has anybody ever kept them before?
You know, to be honest with you, that's the first time, you know, that I've heard about them.
They're not. They don't seem to be that rare. Like, I've found a bunch of places that sell them. Like, not many had them in stock, but I mean, it's like they didn't seem to be crazy rare, and they look really neat for a $20 pleco.
Which ones were they?
Oh, yeah.
They were L52, I believe, Atabapo.
Oh, no, I never seen this.
Level 52.
Eduardo, they eat pretty much anything, but they love bloodworms. They eat flake, they eat fiber bites, they eat some blackworm pellets. They eat pretty much everything, but they do go crazy for bloodworms.
You have a good night there, Dr. Anthony.
All right, doctor. We'll see you later, buddy.
Thanks for stopping in.
Mm-hmm.
I probably mispronounced Atabapo, and he had to go. He's like, I can't hear anymore.
Oh man, it's funny. Yeah, he probably was like, "No, I'm out." He can't.
Yep.
He gets mad whenever somebody doesn't say Corey Doris right.
What did they call it again, though? Habibatos or something?
Atabapo is Atabapo, I think.
Oh, okay.
See you later, Eric. Have a good night.
Adam Bumble.
Atabapo, I believe.
Alishon says they're not very rare. They're a nice looking pleco with a compressed body. You pronounce the name fine.
Gotcha.
Huh. Well, I'm gonna have to check them out later then.
Yeah, I definitely want to look into see where at least like to see them in person, see if the pictures do them justice. Because we've all been fooled by pictures.
Yeah, unfortunately. Unfortunately.
I saw a picture the other day of a yellow Akara, and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta have it. And then I started doing a little research, and it was like that was the only picture that they looked like that I could find.
Oh.
It had to be greatly enhanced.
More than likely, I bet. More than likely.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any other fish that you would like to get a hold of? Since you are going to be building a fishery down in your basement, are you going to keep what tanks you have and add more, or do you just plan on moving stuff down?
Well, my dream really on like my big goal fish wise, I want to get some L46s. Like I've wanted them from day one, like the minute I saw them, and I've wanted them ever since. And they're not getting any cheaper. You know, they cost what they cost. So
Right.
that's going to be like my main one of my big goals this year. I would like to get a small colony. I don't know, 4 or 5 of them. Like I don't want to go, can't afford to go crazy, but you know, I would like to get a small colony going. Just if you don't do it, it's never going to happen. Like it takes years. It takes years to get them to any size anyway. So just bite the bullet and do it. Like, just got to do it. But they're going to be one of them. They're going to be upstairs. They're not going downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
them all the time.
I need to get the fish that go downstairs, so I got room for upstairs fish.
Right.
That's the main thing.
Mr. Fish Gal said that they added 3 red ear sliders to the fish room today.
Oh, wow.
His wife was home.
That's one thing. I've never had turtles.
I wanted to get some, like the Diamondback. Oh heck!
Okay. So I did have a Diamondback terrapin like years ago when I was a kid. I was like probably 16. I did have one of them for a little while, but I know every time I go to the reptile show, I look at those sulcata tortoises and I'm like, it wouldn't take much to convince me to buy one of those things. Like, I think those things are so cool.
Yeah, they're pretty neat. My wife's cousin had one before, and she kept it. I mean, we live in Pennsylvania. You just got to keep it inside in the winter. That's it. Yeah, that was my dog's Faye. Paul's. Man, I cannot even pronounce 3 of those stinking names. You would do that to me, wouldn't you? He got fish at the Triple Crown. It was from the same tributary as what them plecos were that you were talking about.
Gotcha.
Translated into how I can understand it.
I know I've seen angelfish from Atabapo as well. So there's definitely I assumed it was a river, but just not too familiar with where or what.
Yeah, I don't know too much about it.
And you said that it's the L52s?
L052, I believe. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to have to write that down.
I asked earlier on Corey's stream, do you guys do much feeding with like frozen foods?
I do.
I used to, but not so much anymore.
Do you buy the flat packs or the blister packs?
Say that again.
Do you buy the flat packs or the blister packs?
Well, to be honest with you, I do the blister packs, but you can go a lot more. You can get a lot more for your buck when you get the flat packs. Because all you have to do is when you open it up, just break off how much you want, let it thaw out, or just put it in a tank and it'll thaw.
That's what I was asking in Corey's stream. Like, there's got to be a better way than the way I've been doing it. Like, I'm trying to like break it with a hammer, or then I thaw it out and it gets all disgusting. And I don't know. The blister packs are so convenient, but the flat packs are so much cheaper.
Yeah. Well, best thing to do is bust it up with a hammer, put it in another bag, put it back in the freezer. So with the bloodworms, now I ain't gonna lie, I just take the cube and I put it in, and then it goes to the bottom. But like if I want to target feed some fish with bloodworms, I'll get like a glass bowl, like a little one, not a real big one. You can get them at the Dollar Tree. I put the bloodworms in there. I take my turkey baster. I squirt that aquarium water that I'm going to be using into that bowl and let it thaw. Suck it back up, and then I put it on the bottom if I want to make sure my Corydoras gets them. That's what I do.
Didn't you say you had the black Corys too, the Schultz eye?
Mm-hmm.
Have they been spawning for you?
I just been feeding them. I haven't been focusing on breeding right now.
Gotcha.
But they're ready. They're big enough.
Yeah, those ones I got are fat as can be. Just, I don't know if I'm not catching them, but they're not spawning, but they're just eating them fast enough or what. But I just haven't had any luck.
Well, I don't. Does that Congo Tetra mess with them, or Puffer mess with them at all?
Yeah, I mean he's new. They were in there by themselves for quite a while. I mean, he's liable to be in there eating the eggs now at this point. So again, I need to get things separated and sorted out. But
I mean, they will. So, how I put this? I put dither fish in with my Corys. The trilineatus that I got off of Dr. Anthony. They seem so skittish. I put the put a G'dade in there. Starts with an L. Anyways, I put a trio of G'dades in there with them, and they calmed way down. They're out more. They're doing good. So they may, if that Congo, almost said Tetra again, Puffer is not chasing, not messing with him, and it doesn't bother him. They're just trying to get used to him because it is a much more bigger fish than them Corys are.
yeah,
So they may feel intimidated. But
you saying Tetra, but I'm pretty sure the Tetra is in their actual Latin name. It's like Tetraodon Shodenai or something like that.
well, it's just that I keep wanting to say Congo Tetra, even though it's a Congo Puffer that's in with the black Schultz eye, right? Is it the Puffer that's in with?
Yeah.
It keeps throwing because I got some of those. That's why I keep thinking that.
That's
Gotcha.
okay. We know, we know exactly
Yeah.
what we're talking about, so it's okay.
Faye says she keeps an old scoop from a protein tub, and that's where she thaws her frozen brine shrimp out. You just take a small amount from the flat pack because she has a bed and some nearite snails. We got Coro Works here. I hate stupid people showed up. Thank you.
Hey, Steph.
Yeah, meat eating plecos. They do love bloodworms. Bristlenose will eat them too. Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like used to, I used to feed that kind of stuff all the time, but now I just don't really do it that much. Why? I don't know. I just don't really think about buying it, when I'm at the store, I guess, at the time.
It does take a little more time, right?
Yeah. I mean,
It can, but it can't also, too, because like you said, those cubes, you just go in and go, to your tanks.
Yeah, it'll fall right in there. It ain't like it's going to mess up your temperature of your tank too much. You know what I mean? And plus, it'll start spreading out. Like if you got, I don't know, if you got some nano fish in there, a bunch of them, and you're trying to get them to breed, and it just fans out, it just mixes up in the tank. The only downfall with that is if you have a hang on the back filter, it's sucking up in there too easily.
You gotta shut that off.
Yeah.
It's not, it's just being wasted.
that's one nice thing about that corner tank I have. It's set up on a sump, and I have a DC pump. So whenever I go to feed, you just hit the little timeout button, and it just shuts off for 10 minutes, and then it automatically kicks back on 10 minutes later. Like I wish I had that feature on every tank. Like it's a nice feature to have.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
So I think stupid people's asking, does anyone else need a bulk frozen food supplier or even a bulk food supplier? Yeah, that would be awesome. It'd be so much easier. Like I get big containers. It's cheaper, but I like to feed this tank behind me, the Northfin Bug Pro. The price of it went up a lot, so I'm trying to find something else. I got African butterfly fish in there, and they love bugs. They like to eat the proteins and stuff. So I was going to switch to Dr. Basileir, but I haven't had a chance to really research it to see which one would be good for them.
Man, that I've been wanting to try Dr. Basileir's, but it's like there's so many different. Seems like there's like 30 different ones. I don't even know where to start.
Yeah. Well, I can say, I mean, two really good friends of mine, they told me, what's that site called? Ken's
Mm-hmm.
Fish, whatever.
Yeah.
You want to try that stuff, and I've tried it. And dude, my Plecos, my Corys, dude, I mean, like, whatever I have, will eat that stuff. And it's good too. They got it in pellets, sticks, um, flakes. I mean, just whatever what you want. Black rump, black worm, red worm.
Yeah. Alshon, what are you feeding silversides still? I used to feed those to my lionfish when I used to have saltwater.
Lionfish are pretty cool.
It was just a dwarf lionfish. It wasn't a huge one, but he was really cool, man. That was like one of those water pets like people talk about. He'd come up wagging his tail like to the front of the tank every time I'd walk past it, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, he just seemed like he was excited to see you. You know what I mean? Like he was cool.
Did he ever spine you?
No,
Spine
no. And I had a few instances where I was in there messing around and I like brushed up against him, and I was like, "Ooh, that could have been bad," but no, he never got me.
That's good. They say they're like I forgot. They said they're venomous or poisonous.
Yeah, I forget the actual term and which one means which, but yeah, I think it's pretty much a really bad bee stinger, maybe even a little worse.
Man.
Which one? What? Sorry, I was looking at something.
Lionfish.
Dwarf lionfish.
Man, I ain't messing with them things.
But they look cool though. I mean, I
Oh,
like them.
they're super cool, man. And watch them eat, man. It's like they just open their mouth and it's like a vacuum, just whatever, like just suck it right in.
Mm.
He was cool. Unfortunately, this time last year, I went into the hospital and I was in there for like 4 months. So while I was in there, the BGE cut my power off and I lost everything. So I literally had to restart from scratch. He was part of that loss.
So Alshon's feeding. What'd you say? Silver what?
Silver sides. Oh, to a more, yeah, okay. I bought one of those one time and I put it in a tank and I never saw it again.
What's that?
That's snowflake eel.
Oh.
It was super pretty, but he climbed out or he did something. He disappeared.
I'm gonna say everybody needs to check that website out that she put. She just bought 16 pounds of frozen blister packs for about half or less that you would pay from PetSmart. Airship with dry ice for $50. That's about 3 months of food, give or take. I'll be looking at that website. I have it up in the tab open.
I mean, you can spend that much on just getting a couple of them at the fish store.
16 pounds of food would last a long time for me.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
That definitely sounds like a really, really good deal.
And that's what I was looking at while you guys were talking. They got dry foods and everything.
Well, I didn't see what's the website called?
It's petwarehouse.com. So it's any animal that you have. Like they sell pond plants, they got aquarium stuff, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, smaller pets, like your gerbils and all that other crap. Well, I'm gonna check this out some more.
I was actually talking to Jeremy. I'm sure you've seen him in the chats. He's mentioned earlier he wanted to do a bulk frozen food order. Like maybe we could split something. So you're close enough too. I mean, maybe we could I don't know, make it worthwhile. And next time we have a big meet or something to swap, like set it
that'd
up
be
that
cool.
way.
Yeah. There you go. What's that site called again?
Petswarehouse.com.
Petswarehouse.com.
Yeah, this ain't looking too bad. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into this. But I'm also going to compare it to Ken's Fish, because Ken's Fish also he sells bulk too. So that's another good website to look at. And he ships dry ice, especially when
I
it's
need
hot.
to. I want to find a good connection for brine shrimp eggs because I've ordered a few different cans from different places, and nobody seems to be as good as Aquarium Co-op. But Aquarium Co-op are
I
just
agree with that.
so expensive.
Yeah.
Buying them 3.5 ounces at or 3 point whatever that little bag is. Like I go through that in
100 grams.
100. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, like I go through it way too fast,
Yeah.
and especially when you got to pay for shipping. It's like I would love to find where they find those eggs in a 16-ounce can somewhere. Do you hatch BBS, Skipper?
So I actually tried to hatch Corey's. They did not hatch for me. But I think I had gotten them along probably we'll say 2-3 years ago. They're probably no good. That's why. So I wanted to start back up. Yeah, I want to
Yeah, I
try.
would have thought you'd at least get some, even if it was only a small hatch. I mean, you'd think that you just still got something.
I got very very small. Wasn't even worth working with.
That's weird.
Wasn't even worth it. Six. Oh, did you get them? Where'd you get the brine shrimp from, Lefty?
What do you say?
Go back to chat.
$100 for 16 of the 13.5 packs. Yeah, it should last you a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, Alshon. He has a friend that owns an LFS. Oh man, that reminds me. I need to get a hold of you. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh, yeah, Jeremy's in chat. There we go.
Brine Shrimp Direct's another good one. But
That's who I've been ordering through was from Brine Shrimp Direct, and I mean they hatch
Got it
and
from Ken's Fish.
like I don't know, they just don't seem to hatch as clean. Like the eggs don't seem to separate as well. I don't know. The Aquarium Co-op eggs just seem to hatch a lot better. I don't know, cleaner.
Yeah.
what salt
Yeah,
are
I
you
mean,
using?
yeah.
The Instant Ocean
Marine salt.
reef crystals. Yeah, reef crystals. Yeah. And I did break down and spend the money and get the Zis Hatchers, which I got 2 of those running. Those were worth it.
They're
Yeah,
nice. I mean, yeah, they're kind of expensive, but they're definitely good hatchers.
well, they're
Yeah,
easy. They're just simple.
yeah.
I think another issue of mine was the heat. I didn't put a heater in it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't.
I don't know how crucial it is, but I do know. I mean, yeah, I keep mine about 80 degrees.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I don't feel like putting a heater in there to do it. So I mean, it was really cold out whenever I was doing it,
That was
and
your problem.
in the kitchen, don't have carpet or nothing, so it stays cooler in there. I could probably move it in here and see what happens because the pellet stove's in here, and this room stays fairly warm. Maybe I'll try that here.
Well, you said you got the Zis Hatchers?
Mm-hmm.
Just drop a heater right in the top of it.
Yeah, I could do that.
I mean, that's what I do anyway. I
What
just got a
size heater?
just a little 50-watt heater. I just got the shortest one I could find on Amazon, and just it sits perfect in that little hole right in the center of it.
Yeah. Those Walmart heaters, they do decently. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have to see what I have laying around. Hello, Benoski.
Presets though, that's the only problem.
We're gonna
The only
close.
issue I ever had with the 2-liter, Jeremy, is I would freaking drop them.
There's no handle.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's my bad, but that was my biggest issue. I did that quite a few, probably 2 or 3 times.
I bet that's a mess.
Oh, stinks.
Yeah,
God, that's nasty.
my goodness.
Light does help brine shrimp, like at the bottom. It keeps them at the bottom,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it really helps them
Won't help
hatch. I
hatch.
just think it helps you collect them.
Yeah.
What's up, Snoochie Boots?
Separation.
What's up, Snooch?
Snooch.
There was something here I was. Oh, Faye wants to know what's in the what's. I was going to say what's in the fish, the tanks behind us. What fish are in the tanks? This one behind me. There's quite a few in there. African butterfly fish, true Siamese algae eaters, of flying foxes, electric blue acara, upside down catfish. There should still be 2 spotted Raphaels in there. I haven't seen them. They're probably in this big castle that's right here. It was a pictus catfish, 2 zebra loaches, and a couple bumblebee catfishes.
Heck yeah. Yeah, this tank I just got L134 plecos, rummy noses, some neons, and behind me blue shrimp up top, and right there in the center is L236s, and then at the bottom is my LDA01 tiger plecos.
Oh, look at that red lizard whiptail.
Yeah, I forgot to show those guys off when I was showing the tank earlier. They're definitely one of my favorite too. I would love to get something going with them. I got 4 of them in here. There's a big one up in there you can't kind of see, but yeah,
Cool.
they're one of my favorite too.
Yeah, Snooch, that's one of, and I even tried that. That's why I think that my eggs were bad, is like expired, because I did go an extra day and I didn't hardly get anything. I think it was just me because I had them for a while. But is there anybody get a notification for Susie Q?
I didn't, but I
No, I haven't gotten anything.
no, I don't see nothing on my notifications.
I didn't see nothing either. But in case that she does, keep an eye out for that. She usually streams in a minute. And then I'm not sure if Tennessee Fish Mafia is going at 8 today or not because of the Super Bowl championship festivities that's going on.
Well, Kansas City playing. I don't see Ed being there.
No. Scotty, oh, they're saying Susie's sick. All right, thank you guys.
Okay.
Hopefully she feels better. But I'm gonna go ahead
Get better, Susie.
Go ahead and shut this down. I want to relax a little bit. I was real tired today from work. But I want to thank Robert for being my co-host, as always.
Thank
Big
you.
Shrimpin for being our guest tonight, showing us his awesome tanks that he has.
Thanks for having me.
Everybody in the chat, even the lurkers. I know you're there out there listening. And the mods, thank you for posting the links support our channels. Even that pet warehouse. Thank you for that, Steph. I'm going to look into that. Always about saving money.
Yeah. Anything
guys-
else?
You guys have anything to say?
Just thanks for coming out, everybody.
Yeah. And we all hope you have a great night. And we'll see you next time.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good night.
Yep. Have a good one, everyone.
Later.